While vacationing in Italy, American couple Louise and Ben Dalton and their preteen daughter Agnes meet and befriend free-spirited British couple Patty and Ciara and their son Ant. Upon their return in London, Louise and Ben are feuding over his unemployment and her infidelity. After a few emotional exchange, they reconcile. The Daltons get a letter from Patty and Ciara inviting them to their secluded Devon property. The family decides to leave, believing that the change of environment will benefit both them and Agnes, who suffers from anxiety and is bonded to a plush rabbit toy named Hoppy. When Louise, Ben, and Agnes arrive at the farmhouse, they are greeted kindly. But as they spend more time there, they become increasingly concerned by unusual happenings and passive-aggressive conduct from their hosts that crosses line.
Oh yeah, taste my meat. Oh yeah, let me rub your neck. Oh yeah.
Louise is also disturbed by Patty and Ciara's abusive treatment of Ant, who they discover was born with a disease that left him with a smaller tongue and the inability to communicate. The Daltons are uneasy when the adults leave Agnes and Ant in the care of Mujid, a babysitter. While playing hide and seek with Mujid, Ant shows Agnes a collection of watches Patty has and a message written in Danish, but Agnes is unable to understand him. At dinner, Patty mocks Louise's vegetarianism and performs a sex act with Ciara, surprising their guests. After dinner, the couple came home and called it a night. Later that night, when Louise went to check on Agnes, she was shocked to find her sharing the same bed with drunken Patty and Ciara. Horrified, Louise departs with her family but is compelled to return by Agnes, who has abandoned Hoppy behind. After collecting the item, Patty and Ciara apologize for their actions and gently accuse the Daltons of judging them. The Daltons decide to stay to maintain the peace, but the bizarre, uncomfortable behavior persists.
Oh yeah.
At a get-together outside with the families, Patty throws a mug at Ant for not dancing properly, again causing a drama. After the incident, Ant grabs a set of keys and takes Agnes to a locked shed. Inside is an accumulation of baggage and personal belongings from several families. Using a photo album, Ant explains to Agnes that Patty and Ciara are not his biological parents, but rather serial killers that attract families to their farmhouse, rob and murder them before cutting out their children's tongues and using them to attract their next victims. Ant informs Agnes because it has happened to him and his family, and additionally that Patty and Ciara plan for making the Daltons their forthcoming victims. Agnes pretends to have a period and gets Louise and Ben alone to discuss the matter. At their wits' end, the family resolves to depart quietly so as not to raise suspicion and call the police to save Ant. Patty and Ciara, realizing their plot has been found out, wreck the Daltons' car and hide Agnes' bunny to delay them, subtly insulting them in the process. When the Daltons successfully drive away, Patty tosses Ant, who can't swim, into a pond. Ben saves Ant before a gun-wielding Patty and Ciara apprehend them. They are compelled to transfer their savings before being executed and Agnes' tongue cut out. Just as the execution of the family was about to start, Louise strikes Patty as Ben tries to break free. Patty is hurt, and struggles break out between Ciara and Lucy over the rifle. With Louise overpowering Ciara, the Daltons and Ant escapes and flees into the house. Patty, Ciara, and their partner Mike search for the family. Louise murders Mike but rescues Ben before the family runs to the roof. Ciara tries to attack but intercepted by Louise with a strike, and she falls splat to the ground. As the family tries to flee, Patty appears, grabbing Agnes at gunpoint. Agnes injects Patty with a ketamine syringe, rendering him drowsy. As the family leaves, Ant confronts his defeated father, and although Patty realizes that he will die by stating, "That's my boy," an irate Ant smashes him to death with a brick while experiencing a mental breakdown. The family and Ant depart the farmhouse, and while driving, Agnes hands Ant her teddy bunny, who sobs quietly.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, there's two versions of this film. I suggest you do not watch the 2022 version. Sad ending, and it will make you depressed. Due to the fact a spineless family could not do anything. It has full nude and violence. But thanks for watching this version. Thanks for watching.